Furia will start out on the T side, so it'll be them to set the tempo, and it's a bit of a slower tempo to start things off. Smoke to Xbox, Molly onto Cap. Will push Zaka away. Was looking for an opportunity in the middle of the map, but it'll be Starry to find it instead. Nice nade into the smoke as both Starry and Westmelon fight for a pick, and they'll be able to find it.
Yeah, good start. Be happy with that one. Starry thinking about getting up to some funny business, but it is Zaka in fine form today. Nice couple of taps to the heads of Yakinda and Kesarado. Both of those players going down, and if that is the Zaka that we're going to get on a more consistent basis throughout this best of 3, that is definitely going to make this a more difficult game to win for Furia. Flash avoided by Fallen, and he has been able to trade one back, but still numbers needing to fall apart. Yuri's found himself a double Starry, luckily there to trade it back, but again, this is the danger for Lynn Vision. They're not quite as clean sometimes, and
so Goosh looking mighty dangerous, but Starry creeping further towards him, wants to try to find some trade potential as we hit 28 seconds on the clock.
Grenade will be useful as well if Amelia just gets the info, but decides to do it with the headshot instead. And that is the pistol round going the way of Lynn Vision. A happy start on their own map pick. Unfortunately, only got that single flash, though, to really set him up here. So it's going to have to pretty much just come down to the aim duel. And Zaka not initially going to win that one, but does get away unscathed. Bit of pressure now on Starry as his head will be knocked off by the Glocks. Kesarado gets another one, and this starts to look a little scary for Lynn Vision, despite the damage done.
Yeah, they've definitely taken a couple of chunks out of Furia as they make their way up into the A side, but Lynn Vision need to get this one back under control. This is just an anti-eco up against the singular hero rifle. Lynn Vision now starting to make some moves on Cap.
Yeah, Molly going to go through here just to try and deny a bit of space for Furia on that site. Not quite going to land any significant damage. The grenade through as well will also not do its job. Great shot from Yuri, and this is where things might start to fall apart for Lynn Vision. This is not the round you're supposed to lose. They've still got to find 3. Westmelon needs a couple, and he won't quite get it. Zaka, nice flick, but again, it won't matter. Yuri survives, and Furia will claim their first round, and that is the danger of a Hero AK backed up with a couple of Deagles.
Yeah, and that's going to, unfortunately, slow Lynn Vision's economy down a little bit, even though a singular player does not survive in the server for Furia. And Furia just taking enough time to tuck themselves into that A site. Lynn Vision taking way too long to get organized, unfortunately. Molodoy not spotting out anyone on the cross here early on. Quick pacing straight up cap from Kesarado. Catches Zaka completely off guard. Westmelon's aggressed down in towards. Lowers it. The spacing is way too good for Furia. Yuri just catches both of those players in the side, and now Amelia has to go huge.
Well, it's not looking like it's going to quite be enough here from Amelia. He's working on it. Does get that headshot onto Yuri. All of a sudden, the round starts to swing back.
It's a brawl in the middle of the map. Yakinda now getting active. Amelia needs to make sure he's switched on here. He may get caught off on the timing. Whiff shot from Molodoy.
Molly's going to go through. Molodoy does catch Amelia, so all of a sudden, it is on the shoulders of Call Me Sue in this 2-on-1. He's got the right read to head toward the A site. That is where Yakinda's taking the bomb.
Cross smoked off. It's going to draw his attention over there, and you can see Yakinda takes that as an invitation to just hop straight up and catch him on the cross there. And once again, it's aggression in the middle of the map here from Lynn Vision.
Oh, Zaka just gets deleted by Kesarado, and there's really nothing that, unfortunately, Lynn Vision has to say about it. It seems like now that Furia have started to get the ball rolling, there may not be a way to stop that.
Yeah, now you're seeing Fallen continuing to take these duels. Furia looking to pick up the pace. Molodoy does get punished in the middle of the map, but it seems like Furia want to try to trade that kill down and end towards B here. They don't force their way through the middle of the map. Instead, will take the path of least resistance, creeping back through lower dark and waiting to see if they can punish Lynn Vision on the cross here.
Kesarado will get that job done on to Starry, nice and easy. Another aim duel one for Furia.
They know that was the A player. Can pretty easily pivot on over here. Amelia now feeling pressured to make his way through the middle of the map. Doesn't pick his timing right, but will still win the duel regardless onto Yuri. But if anything, that's just the information that Furia needed to safely get this bomb down on A.
Best case scenario here for Lynn Vision is just to save these guns. That tag timeout from Lynn Vision.
Yeah.
We'll see what the response is going to end up being. It is all about for Zaka, but again, it's just no mistake being made by Furia, and they seem to be getting away with everything right now.
Amelia saved over a hero AK from the previous round. It's been a half buy around that, so only losing Westmelon, who didn't really have much to offer in this round anyway. But really, it's just a drop-off of Yakindar towards top middle, and I think Furia are just going to use this long control as a launching pad to kick off and execute into the A site.
Amelia is waiting for it.
Love this aggression. Down cat. Zaka could set them up huge with a flash, and they could isolate Yakindar in the middle of the map here. That could give them the man advantage that they're looking for.
Yakindar waiting. Has been spotted out by Call Me Sue now, and this is where it gets dangerous for him. Lynn Vision are hunting, and they are finding what they're searching for. Starry's got himself an AK now.
Zaka looking to pick them on the cross. Nice totem boost to be able to give him the angle to connect that shot. Molly will push Lynn Vision away and give Furia control of the site. Call Me Sue legged and surely will be finished off, but Starry has found another pick in the meanwhile. Lynn Vision are starting to make this half by work here. It's just fallen inside of Goose, and he'll look a little bit like one. Completely surrounded. That'll be a third round for Lynn Vision. Won't push Zaka off the angle. He's biding his time, waiting for his opportunity. Trigger finger definitely itchy at this point.
Molly's going to push Zaka away. He won't stick around too long to look for that shot. Yakindar as well starting to probe the bedroom doors, and this Molly will be a problem for Amelia. He's forced to peek, and Yakindar's waiting for it patiently with success as well. Now we're down to the 5-on-4. So Zaka has to re-aggress and try to find something, which he might just do. Spots the head, misses the flick, and now it's all on Starry, who misses his shots, and Zaka is between a rock and a hard place. There's nowhere to go. Lynn Vision have been picked apart in that round.
It's just a clinical round from Furia, right from start to finish. Perfect util just to be able to minimize risk, continually pushing the AWPer off the angle. Molly isolates Amelia over on long. Pressures both of those A-site defenders to start to push towards Cat and take a fight, and they're punished there as well. Beautiful, beautiful round for Furia, and especially given the fact that they had no money in the back pocket if they lose that round. Lynn Vision, after winning that round with the half buy in the previous, created themselves a reset window, but they will not take advantage of it. 5 alive for Furia.
But I'm not sure that they're going to be quite good enough to do that on the likes of Overpass, for example. So while it might seem a little more competitive here, if this ends up going the way of Furia and we do get onto Overpass, that might be where things start to unravel to an extreme extent for Lynn Vision. Zaka needs to step up on this CT side. He's been okay so far. 7-5 has opened this round up, and again, Lynn Vision in with a chance.
Yeah, changing up the angle of approach. He's been mostly active towards the middle of the map and on Cat. So that catching Yakindar off guard a little. Opened up the previous round. This time he will concede the opening kill. Call Me Sue under a little bit of pressure in the middle of the map here. Forced away. Oh, it was actually over towards B that he's copped a little bit of damage. So he's going to tuck himself in the corner. Still a lot of util. 1:05 on the clock. Full belt of util here for Lynn Vision. So whatever Furia tried to do, you will have the util to be able to reply to it. It's a great position for Lynn Vision. Zaka looking to further extend that.
See if he can do it. Connects the shot onto Quesarado, and he's going to stick around for more, which he'll get. Nice and easy on to fall, and this one not looking quite so cohesive for Furia. Couple of solo peeks into the AWP is not how you're going to win this round, certainly not against a player the caliber of Zaka.
I mean, this is just a map where he puts on a clinic. Even internationally, has had some monstrous games. Plan how you want to approach dealing with the Cat control.
Oh, Yuri being very patient here. Might catch Amelia or might not.
Lovely stuff from Amelia. 2.7 in the bank account for Furia.
They don't have a lot of other options. They don't have a lot of tools to get into these bomb sites beyond solid aim duels, solid openers, and that's harder to achieve when you've got a couple of players that are low. That timing is insane, though, and both Westmelon and Call Me Sue end up being a bit of a liability in this round, and instantly that should pretty much just be the round for Furia.
Yeah, I think Furia just backing themselves with the same play. They recognized that Lynn Vision had a pretty big setup towards B in the round previous that they lost, but they still felt like they had a timing, and that's the experience that you're seeing from this side, to just call a pretty similar timing into the B site. It's dry contact.
Molodoy. Ooh, has been spotted on the cross. No, I don't even know. I mean, Lynn Vision very lucky to get away with not losing a player there. They stick around a little bit too long. That just looked a little bit wonky for Lynn Vision. It kind of felt like they were on two different pages.
Yeah, they were kind of half-heartedly going into that mid-aggression. Didn't really feel the confidence from them, grooming all the timing that they were looking for. And as such, the leg and the nade finishing off Starry. Zaka now once again looking to be the hero for Lynn Vision. On the off angle, Furia well aware that he likes to post up on that position, and Molotov just waiting for him to make a mistake.
Zaka going to go down as well, hunting for that re-aggression, and all of a sudden this starts to look like, again, it might be Furia walking away with a very happy half for themselves. Quick kill comes back in the other direction, and that could have been scary if Molotov went down. But he wins the duel against Amelia. Yuri will do the same against Westmelon, and call me Sue with what would probably be considered an impossible task here in the 1v4. He's going to give it a crack anyway. Doesn't quite manage to get there quickly enough to catch Yuri ducking into that smoke. Gets himself one, but no more than that. And so that will be that. The first half done and dusted. 7 on the board for Furia. They'll be very happy with it. And we'll see if Lynn Vision can recover when we do come back from the halftime break.
This year, and especially in the last couple of months, Lynn Vision waiting for a long timing here, waiting for some aggression. Furia won't oblige.
Well, Flash is going to go over the top, but Fallen has no problems avoiding that one. Then a nice quick tap to the head of Zaka is going to dispatch the first from Lynn Vision. There is going to be a trade back, but Yakinda hiding very patiently at Car will get his one as well. And so far, it has just been a flurry of trades, which Furia will be very happy to see going in their favor. Starry tagged down to 69 HP here alongside Westmelon to see if they can clutch this one up on the pistol. But the bomb is more or less now committed to the A side. There's no way that Starry's getting back out long. So they're just going to have to take this fight and hope they can win it. And that is not going to help. It's all on Starry, and there's no pistol shenanigans happening here.
Yeah, Furia, I think if they committed to that double stack on long, which they just haven't really been able to find thus far.
Well, this is going to be the round that they have to do it in. Zaka's going to actually get himself nice and aggressive, but it's Molotov that will strike first. Amelia caught unawares, the smoke being blown open in mid. Progress his way forward as well, but nicely timed counter util will slow down this offensive from Lynn Vision. And it's pretty obvious where they're headed, so Yuri happy to take a couple of kills and pretty much put an end to this round. 20 seconds left. The Starry now, again, he's just hunting for these fights, but he's not getting a single thing. Furia are playing such a disciplined B-hold. Yakinda will fall, but time is of the essence now with 10 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move their way forward. Starry falling, bomb drop. That'll be the round done and dusted.
I don't think Zaka's even going to be able to hold on to the AWP. Fallen won't take advantage of that opportunity, so that is the only silver lining for Lynn Vision. That totally agree with you.
We've all been there, you know, you kind of know that you're a bit doomed. You've still got to try and make something happen, but yeah, wishful thinking at that stage, and maybe wishful thinking for this map as well for Lynn Vision. Zaka down, now Starry following him as well. Molotov having a whale of a time here on the CT side. He's up to 15 and 5, but, you know, you look at the numbers that are being put up across the board for Furia, and it's not just Molotov. It's Quesarado as well, it's Yuri.
Yep.
Everybody having a good time. As Molotov, again, this is definitely his round. And again, just nothing to be said, unfortunately, for Lynn Vision. And it's kind of the same old story, right? You've got Zaka doing sort of okay.
Yeah, outside of that, it's been pretty lifeless. If they find this pick on the Quesarado, that could kind of make a little bit of a difference. Molly is dropped for safety. He's going to flash out for himself. Flashes them into the Molotov. And the flash play. At least Amelia is able to trade 2 on the cross. Ooh. Hold on. Put it into a 1-on-1.
Hang on. Is this Major Amelia back again? 14 and 9. 1v3 clutch. Lynn Vision win con. Let's find out. Molotov. Oh, this is not a good angle for him to be peeking. AK's going to get it done. And Lynn Vision will survive another round off the back of an Amelia 4K.
But look at the reaction to that. One of the events in previous years, and were able to beat Tyloo. They were bloody standing on the desk, mate, you know? Yeah. I know that was G at the time, but the rest of the boys were pumped up with him.
Yeah.
Like, there is none of that in this game right now from Lynn Vision.
I think they're just really feeling under the pump. I mean, this is their map pick. They're down 11 and 6. Yes, they get a 4K. They get a clutch out of that round, but they know that the odds are pretty insurmountable at this stage. And unfortunately, the response is swift from Furia. So even with that round that's been gifted to them by Amelia, which...
I mean, Queserado's got a molly here. You got Yakinda looking to harass them on the cross.
Yeah, Flash, as he walks his way out of the smoke, he gets the information, but also a kill. I'd say the info is about as important. Zaka, though, with a good shot, an important one. And it's all on the shoulders of Yuri to try to hold on to this B bomb site. This could be the death sentence for Lynn Vision, but it's not. Bomb plant's going to go down. 2-on-2, and Zaka continues to deliver a missed shot, but it's not the end of the world. Fallen will fall indeed. And Lynn Vision are clinging on for dear life. I feel like you can't keep getting away with it, though.
No, I mean, these are not convincing round wins. These are really scraping it together.
Well, to make matters worse, Amelia goes down early on in this round. That 5-7, such a dangerous weapon in the right hands. Yakinda as well with the CZ gets the better of Zaka, and all of a sudden, dude, just when you start to believe a little bit for Lynn Vision, the round falls apart again.
He just ran up the middle of the map and 3-bulleted the AWPer standing in suicide. That is illegal. Call Me Soon now scrambling to try to get this one under control. Able to finally clear out Yuri. That's the shot that was needed onto Yakinda. He was the one to pose the initial problems. Molodoy could still win this for Furia, and it feels like that would be a death sentence for Lynn Vision up against Map Point. They will safely scurry away into the tunnels, though, and Molodoy will have to hold on to the AK. So things getting a little bit spicy there once again for Lynn Vision. Every single one of these rounds feels like they're on the precipice.
But it's certainly not lost yet by Lynn Vision. We're into another gun round. Zaka sets himself up at the mid doors. Doesn't spot anything out. The cross is successful and safe for Furia.
Queserado on the line here has been the thorn in the side of Lynn Vision, but it's a better flash from Westmelon this time around. Starry opens things up. Underarm flash of his own to try to create an opportunity there. Multiple players taking duels on the cross. Bloody everybody on Furia getting involved and fighting towards Long A here. And you can see the graveyard of Lynn Vision players over in that part of the map. Yuri now trying to take a timing. Spotted on the cross. Could get caught by Zaka.
Indeed. Zaka's looking for it. Needs to hit this shot. Imperative that it does, and he does connect, but it was through the box. 7 HP for Yuri. And that might be the death sentence for Lynn Vision. Had he got that kill, they had B.
It's true. Multiple mollies at the feet of Call Me Sue. It's just been a non-factor in this game. A 1v3 would be outrageous from the man. There's multiple orbs on the line. He has got a smoke grenade. That's going to allow him to grab control of the bomb here, and he could slip away. It's great. He's pilfered at least that.
Yeah, but where does he go? I mean, B-side...
He's forced the rotation from Yuri here.
He doesn't have a lot of time. He's waited it out a little bit. But with 25 seconds on the clock as that smoke starts to fade, he is going to have to make a move. Fallen 74 HP here, relatively healthy. Will not connect his shot, and that is the opening that Call Me Sue is looking for. He's just going to book it over towards the A side, and he will be getting a plant.
Yeah, Furia very disjointed here. Yuri quite low. Yakinda high HP. It's a quick timing onto Long that you might not be ready for as Call Me Sue. You don't get the mistake you were looking for onto Yuri, and now he's getting peppered by Yakinda.
Well, plan is going to go down, but he is getting collapsed upon. Space has been taken by that CT side. This is still possible. Another swindle from Lynn Vision in this second half. It's already happened a couple of times. He's spotted out the back of Yuri, but he misses the shot, gives away his position. There's another chance, but it will not be taken this time. Yuri connects the shot and finishes it off 12-8. So to see Zaka with a Galil is obviously less than ideal as well. But here they go, quickly into the B bomb site, and so far it's so good. Again, that IGL Westmelon double entry might not be enough. Molodoy arrives and puts a stop to it before it gets too exciting. Amelia in transition, Yakinda there to pick him up. And right now, Zaka just waiting patiently inside that smoke. They don't know he's there. And Yakinda will fall. So all of a sudden, we're back to the 2-on-2. Now Fallen tucked in the corner. This round is just fraught with danger for Lynn Vision at the moment.
They're just waiting for one of these CTs to peek them.
Over toward the A side, and they might just beat Lynn Vision there. They've got Molodoy watching the cross. He will be smoked off, but a player up on short will be a problem. Tagged in there from Fallen. He gets the headshot onto Zaka. and just backs away. It's all on Amelia now, who is once again going to be tasked with yet another clutch.
Look, the objective for this game for Amelia was simple. As we heard in the interview, it's time for revenge.
Oh, and here's where he might get it. Nice kill on Defall, and that's the first, but not the second, and it was so close. But once again, so far for Lynn Vision. That is 12 going to 13, and Furia finishing off map number 1 in their favor.
This map is often an AWP's paradise. Oh, that's the first thing that you see to start this game off for Starry. He's already copped a goosh to the dome.
Yeah, down to 3 HP, P250 of Yakinda. Putting in the hard yards already. And remember that CT pistol went so well for Lynn Vision on Dust 2. It doesn't feel like it's going to be quite the same case here. On Overpass, Molodoi gets rid of a couple immediately as he starts to charge his way onto that side. He'll be well backed up by Quesarado as well. And despite the fact that it took a little while for Furia to get those entries, they have done so, and they have done so effectively.
And Westmelon and Amelia are a little bit disjointed. Westmelon biding time, waiting for Furia to make a mistake. They do go looking for him inside of the bank. We'll see if they're able to make a deposit. Amelia dealt with in the background, and Molodoi to finish things off. Furia to pick up the pistol here on Overpass, and Lynn Vision won't be starting things the way they started Dust 2. They're going to have to, once again, play from behind and dig themselves out of a hole.
Tough going for Lynn Vision at the moment.
Unsure of what to do from here. And that's not what you want to be seeing on Overpass. Like, you want to see some CT aggression. You want to see them make some moves somewhere. Maybe take some short control or aggress in the middle of the round. I do like some pushes down Divider, but Molodoi is more than ready for it. It's another round where Lynn Vision, it just feels like they're being picked apart before they can even really have any impact on the round, any input into what's happening.
Westmelon's going to try and have an impact. Smoke for Divider once again. So he'll be able to set up behind that, but you can tell that Furia are not too concerned about it.
We'd have to go pretty huge here. Does give whoever that was a little bit of a kiss in the smoke, Yuri. And it feels like they're somewhat aware that he might be hanging around here. He's going to find a nice timing, but he couldn't even get two going there.
Yeah, nearly got Yuri. But even if he does get Yuri, it doesn't matter. He gets traded straight away. Su's on the other side of the map.
Zaka got already cleaned up inside of the site. There was nothing going on there.
Yeah, just great spacing from Furia in the end.
Love the double flash in case there was an anti-setup. You will sometimes see that where you get people like kind of tucked up around the connector and there's some players on short. And after the first flash, you'll get players charging down short, which they would have got caught by the second. That was the rifle for Call Me Sue. 1 for 1 for Yakinda, who really is pretty much a bit of a money man over there on A long. Spots the full setup, and now Furia know that they can get a little bit more active towards short here, but Westmelon is handing out dinks for free.
He's got 4 more bullets left in this CZ, and 4 will be enough to catch up with Molodoi. 3 on 2. Rotation has come in from Amelia. He's tucked in the corner here with a 5-7, which can be dangerous in its own right. He hears that jump on short. He'll call for the transition. Here comes Starry from behind. Timing's looking good for Lynn Vision as Amelia will be spotted out. That's really clean from Yuri, and Quesarado wins his duel as well. Now it's all on Zaka. Needs a quiet drop, but he won't even get that far. And disaster averted for Furia.
But they really want to make sure that Zaka has the stick in his hands. Over on the other side of things, though, T-side orb of Molodoi going deep onto this short line, looking for someone to peek him on the cross. He will be punished, but cutting down the numbers early on and dropping a whole belt of utility over there on Westmelon.
Yeah, it's a huge util dump from Lynn Vision at the start of the round. I don't know that they're necessarily expecting someone to be that progressed up short.
Lynn Vision will not oblige, so now Furia starting to throw some util pressure towards Monster. Once again, looking for a player to make a mistake over on ramp side. Yakinda over on the other side of the map does lose his tool to Amelia. There's some potential in this round now for Lynn Vision as Furia group towards B.
Yeah, Call Me Sue having a peek into Monster. Doesn't see Quesarado, but seems like he was prepared anyway. Counterflash comes through from Starry. Quesarado couldn't see anything. Another duel goes the way of Lynn Vision. Amelia got out safely, and now Zaka getting involved as well. Across the board, Lynn Vision coming online in round 6.
Fallen looking to keep this one expensive, though. Plenty of cash in the coffers of Furia. The same can't be said for Lynn Vision, so a couple kills at the end of the round here for Fallen will be worth their weight in gold, and Lynn Vision not feeling bold enough to go for a hunt. It's just Zaka posted on this line, and he doesn't miss those. That was the round that Lynn Vision was looking for. Feels like they have just been working the middle of the map so well. You saw Lynn Vision in some of those earlier rounds contesting the middle of the map a little bit more, and they were punished quite heavily for that. So you see Lynn Vision, at least in Connector, over towards Party, playing a little bit more hands-off. Oh dear.
Amelia's been picked off. Molodoi claims his prize. Yakinda has spotted the player close as well, and he'll deal with that comfortably. Great flash in to assist from Yuri. Just goes from bad to worse for Lynn Vision.
The layers of flashes are just so beautiful from Furia. You had the first flash that pushed that player off the line. It's sheer panic as he tries to pedal his way back into A. And then the second player, Starry, thinks he's about to mop up and catches a face full of white as well. Molodoi now on the hunt. Positioned, I think he was pegging a couple of those flashes in the back lines. Able to go 1-for-1 with Westmelon, so the AWP will be dropped, but Fury just don't really care. Quite happy to trade down rifles with the CT side that is starting to run out of cash after they invest in the next round.
Su can't even get away with another kill to put a little bit more economic pressure back onto the shoulders of Furia.
Zaka, a little bit too much to do. Gonna fall away. Flash to front side of bathrooms will actually give Zaka the warning that someone could be hanging around in there. Now Fallen gonna start to make some moves after that. Pressure's come in towards A. He knows that he might have a little bit more of a space and some timing. Straight up Con here. Steps hand in hand with Yuri. What is Call Me Sue looking at? Thought he was covered by Starry. And unfortunately, Starry being covered by Molodoi there. A man advantage for Furia as once again they win the con fight.
Yeah, you can just tell that Lynn Vision aren't quite as comfortable on this map as they are on Dust 2. That was my concern, seeing them drop rounds on Dust 2 where they have been, really successful over the past 12 months, and now coming into a map which they're not as familiar with and certainly not as comfortable on. You can kind of see the result. You can see that discrepancy as they are starting to get picked apart all over the map, really. Like, it's not as if one of these sites particularly is a liability. Amelia goes 1-for-1. It's not really enough to trouble the scorers just yet. Westmelon tucked in the corner at Truck, and Zaka burning alive. It's all on Westmelon here, but his position so untenable. He gets helped out by Zaka. It will still not matter. K Serrato for the double. Another round for Furia. And now they're up 7-1. You can really tell that they're set up. What on earth was that?
That is a beautiful grenade.
Yeah.
Now the contact setup coming out here. Unfortunately, the CT's caught by the timing from Furia. Fallen straight up into the site. Westmelon scrambling for anything, but traded by Molodoi.
Yeah, decent enough for Furia, but they've still got one or two more pieces of the puzzle to put into place, and that is it in fire. Amelia burning. Down to 3-on-2. Some damage being done here by the Lynn Vision players, but again, numbers are good enough for Furia that they're feeling confident. Bomb plant's going to go down, even despite the artillery.
I mean, the only numbers that matter are the ones at the top of the scoreboard right now.
Zaka will get away with the AWP. They're just going to go and save in T-spawn. But how much of a silver lining really is that for Lynn Vision? Yeah, we got to save the AWP. Have what it takes here on Overpass. I think at this point you just throw caution to the wind and try something, Send Zaka to fight at balloons or something like that.
There we go. Starry in the middle of the map.
That'll do it.
That's the first time Furia hasn't really thrown any utility. Like, when they're this far ahead, sometimes you do see teams simplify a little bit. Beautiful flash from Zaka all the way from the B side, setting up Starry for a third. And Lynn Vision looking to double their rounds.
Wow, that would be awesome if they weren't on one round. Unfortunate that it probably won't make too much of a difference. But yes, I mean, it's definitely better than nothing. And, some signs of life still here for Lynn Vision. K Serrato's almost going to catch up with Starry. Does as he re-peeks back onto that corner. Is there a way that Furia can dig themselves out of this little hole? Molodoi and K Serrato will become just Molodoi. So probably not. Yeah, especially this fast flank through from Westmelon as well. You'd imagine that if Amelia goes down, he's going to be picking the pace up. He's gone for the scenic route. What a shot from Molodoi. And the
Hold on.
fact that Westmelon has decided to go through long as opposed to up bathrooms will give Molodoi a little bit more space to get that plant down. Now a smoke for jump up and a molly for bank, and all of a sudden this one starts to feel doable. Molodoi peek onto long, tag onto Westmelon. Can he make this happen? Turns his back to bathrooms, and that will be the end of that. It was almost exciting.
Oh, Lynn Vision.
Yakinda making his way up into bathrooms. He's going to catch Zach up. Not watching that line. And that is a lot of space that's going to be taken very early in the round by Furia. Starting to put that pressure onto the A bomb site. There is a nice kill in there from Starry, but he is in all sorts of trouble. Had to try and get that smoke down, otherwise he would have burned to the Molotov, and Fallen takes advantage of it. A site in the possession of Furia now. One plant goes down, and they've still got Quesarado kind of lurking around in connector, so they're not concerned at all about what's happening behind them.
It is a localized 3-on-3. I thought Lynn Vision could have taken that flood timing there, but it really just feels like they are kind of turtling behind this utility, taking a while to get involved, and that's going to give Quesarado an opportunity here.
Or Fallen, who will actually be forced away from the truck and forced to take a fight, which he will win. Yuri in there as well. There's just nothing to be done right now for Lynn Vision. It would seem 10-2, a dominant first half on the second map here from Furia.
Especially when they were down in rounds. Took some miracles from them to be able to put anything together. So I'm really not feeling very optimistic about their chances here.
Hopefully Lynn Vision believes in miracles, because that's what they're going to need to get through this half, particularly with those openers from Quesarado. Yakinda being a bit of a problem as well for them from Connector, and it just does not seem like they are going to get any opening, any avenue into that B bomb site at all. So they will take what they can, which is a kill onto Yakinda. They are unaware of Molodoi's wrap, and he will surely be putting an end to this. Zaka gone, and it's just Amelia.
Gonna run his way all around the map.
Did he
Just
think
trying
he
to
had the
bait some footsteps. So it's
Yeah.
got Molodoi interested, but Molodoi not making his way up the stairs, instead posting all the way at back con, and Amelia is not ready for that because Quesarado's keeping him very interested right now. Great salesmanship from Quesarado. Maybe a little bit too much so. Molodoi will still close the deal. 11 for Furia.
Yeah, Molodoi was just having a cheeky peek at the ladder.
Let's see what they can get done.
Yeah, I think that's very fair to say. And it also looks like it's been a little bit rough for Tai Lu, so it might be a disaster class for Asia in Chengdu. Amelia gets timed by Yakinda. And as ever, I guess we turn our attention maybe then towards the Mongols to see what they can do. But even then, that's not looking too hot without Senzu. So it's all rough here for the Chinese squad in Chengdu at the moment, down to Just Call Me Su, and his position is well and truly known by Furia. So they're about to wrap things up, no problem at all. It will be fittingly Quesarado to get the job done. And that is a easy 2-0 today for Furia.
Yeah, especially Overpass looked very clinical.